Welcome to the Mystery Pathway. A young medical student, full of promise, dedication, and dreams, brutally raped and murdered, her body discarded, left to be found in the cold, sterile environment she considered her sanctuary. This was the horrific reality that gripped India in the wake of the R.G. Carr Medical College case, a tragedy that sent shockwaves through the nation, exposing the vulnerability of women and the dark underbelly of violence that continues to plague our society. The victim, a young woman on the cusp of a fulfilling career in medicine, became a symbol of the systemic failures that allow such heinous acts to occur. Her death became a rallying cry, igniting a firestorm of anger and demanding accountability. It forced India to confront the uncomfortable truth about its treatment of women and the lack of safety for those who dedicate their lives to healing others. The nation mourned, but it also demanded answers. The outrage was immediate, visceral, and widespread. Doctors, those who pledged to heal and protect, found themselves questioning their own safety within the very institutions meant to be havens of care. The strike was swift, a collective stand against the violence and a system that seemed to fail so catastrophically. From the bustling metros to the quiet towns, stethoscopes lay silent as doctors refused to remain complicit in a system that couldn't guarantee their security.
The Indian Medical Association, a beacon of the medical fraternity, stood in solidarity. This wasn't just about one tragic case. It was about a systemic disregard for the safety of healthcare professionals, particularly women. The demands were clear: justice for their fallen colleague and concrete action to ensure such a tragedy never darkened India's doorstep again. The message was unmistakable: enough is enough.
The initial investigation into the R.G. Carr case was fraught with missteps and inconsistencies, fueling public skepticism and deepening the wounds of injustice. Whispers of a cover-up, of powerful figures seeking to shield themselves from scrutiny, only amplified the outcry for a transparent and thorough investigation. The integrity of the system was on trial, and the nation watched with bated breath.
The Calcutta High Court, responding to the public's plea for justice, intervened, ordering the Central Bureau of Investigation to take over the case. This decision, a beacon of hope in a sea of despair, signaled that the cries for justice had been heard. The CBI, known for its rigorous investigative approach, offered a glimmer of hope, a chance to uncover the truth and hold those responsible accountable, no matter how powerful they may be.
The protests that erupted across India in the aftermath of the R.G. Carr case were more than just a reaction to a single incident. They were a manifestation of a nation grappling with its conscience.
The sheer scale and intensity of the demonstrations underscored the deep-seated anger and frustration over the pervasive issue of violence against women.
The message was clear. This was not an isolated incident, but a symptom of a much larger societal malaise.
The demands were clear and unwavering: swift and exemplary punishment for the perpetrators, a complete overhaul of security measures in medical institutions, and a societal shift in attitudes towards women.
The nation demanded accountability, not just from the individuals responsible for this horrific act, but from the institutions and societal structures that created the environment for such violence to flourish.
The tragic case of the young doctor at R.G. Carr Medical College laid bare a chilling reality. Violence against women in India is not merely a societal ill, but a pervasive epidemic. It's a gruesome tapestry woven into the very fabric of our society, manifesting in countless forms, from domestic abuse and sexual harassment to honor killings and dowry deaths. This case served as a brutal reminder of the vulnerability of women in all spheres of life. It forced us to confront the uncomfortable truth that even in professions designed to heal and protect, women are not immune from the threat of violence. It ignited a national conversation, forcing us to acknowledge the deep-rooted patriarchal norms and systemic failures that perpetuate this crisis.
The R.G. Carr tragedy must serve as a turning point, a catalyst for lasting change.
We cannot allow fear to permeate the halls of our hospitals, those sanctuaries of healing where compassion and care should reign supreme.
Protecting our healthcare workers, those who dedicate their lives to our well-being, is not just a moral imperative, but a societal necessity.
We need more than just words of condemnation. We need concrete action.
Strengthen security measures in hospitals, implement stringent background checks for staff, create safe reporting mechanisms for victims of harassment and violence, and foster a culture of zero tolerance towards any form of abuse.
But true change requires a deeper societal shift.
We must challenge and dismantle the patriarchal norms that perpetuate violence against women.
Education is paramount, instilling respect, empathy, and equality from a young age.
This is not just a fight for women, it's a fight for the soul of our nation.
Let us honor the memory of the young doctor and countless other victims of violence by creating a society where such tragedies are not just condemned, but unthinkable.